This study refers to the national examination, which is Malaysian Higher School Certificate. It is also known as the pre-university examination in Malaysia. STPM is 18 months long, will be intake on May for each year. STPM also start a modular system starting in 2012, where it replaced the existing system. The scope of learning is divided into 3 semesters, namely Semester 1, Semester 2, and Semester 3. Since 1892, STPM has been implemented by the Malaysian Examination Council under the Ministry of Education. Malaysian Higher School Certificate, which is recognized internationally by many universities. Examination results are monitored by representatives from Cambridge Assessment to maintain standard and quality. STPM is an extension by students who have completed the Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia (SPM) and require specific criteria and conditions to be selected for the next STPM level of study.
To study the relevant description of the change in the development of Malaysian Higher School Certificate that contributed to the development of the system reform adopted. To investigate the relationship and comparison between the changes that have taken place in the Malaysia Higher School Certificate system with the current value of education in Malaysia. Scope of the research cover how the evolution of the STPM examination which reflect the educational values of the people in Malaysia today. The scope of this study focus on students who sat for the STPM examination. This study also examines the impact of examinations on student future. In addition to examining the problem that appeared after the evolution of this examination took place. Therefore, this study will focus on completing the objective of the study that have been identified.
For the objective, the first objective is to describe the development changes and the development of Malaysian Higher School Certificate. And the second objective is to explore nexus between the changes in the Malaysian Higher School Certificate with the Malaysia current educational values.
Highlights of past studies. In general, many studies have been conducted related to the Malaysian Higher School Certificate. However, the study focused on the learning style of Form 6 students in Malaysia. Work by Abdul Talib Hashim, Amir Hassan Dawi, Hamidah Yusuf, and Zahari Sufyan in 2012. Based on this study, the researchers can relate the way students learn in past and present, and the differences between the scope of learning and resources used in the past and present. In 2003, a factor contributing towards excellent academic performance is writing by Dr. Azizi Haji Yahaya, as now Malaysian Higher School Certificate is becoming more known and popular than before, so can relate the factors to improve academic performance for Malaysian Higher School Certificate students now and then. In 2005, the relationship between personality, misconduct, and academic achievement of Malaysian Higher Certificate of Education (STPM) graduates in higher education that worked and produced by Xiao Yan Li. This study shows that individuals who possess outstanding academic achievement do not necessarily possess satisfactory personalities. In 2010, the development of moral education in Malaysia from Vishalakshmi Balakrishnan, Malaysia prioritized the national education philosophy and the basis of national education policy. Non-Muslim students study moral education and Muslim students study Islamic studies. The history of the Malaysian education system from 1824 to 2012 25 by Ananda Devan Sivalingan in 2021, it shows the development of an education system, the challenges and evolution of higher education in Malaysia described by Zain Asbah Abdullah and Ibrahimi M. in 2017. This study shows the level of education revolution from the pre-independence era, pre-1957, that is during the British and Japanese rule. After the independence era, 1857 and until 1919.
For the research method, the researcher conducting three types of methods, which were descriptive survey, questionnaires, and discussion. Firstly, descriptive survey. This survey involves collecting information and conducting it to STPM students and the teachers by means of questionnaires, but other techniques such as interviews or telephoning may also be used. There will be two groups of students who will be involved in this survey, which is 10 former and 10 current STPM students, and around 10 of the STPM teachers also will be involved as well. So there will be in total of 30 respondents. We are choosing our respondents by random systematic sampling, so they all from different Form 6 schools and mixed with all gender and races. Secondly, there will be a questionnaire which typically contains multiple choice questions, linear scales, short answer questions, and long answer questions. Some questions are about the demographic information of the respondents, and others are about their perspectives and opinion about the Malaysian Higher School Certificate. Questionnaire will be conducted through the Google form as we are unable to hand out in real due to the pandemic situation in our country. And thirdly are discussions. The researchers at a few meetings to discuss about the assignment and division of work. Some meetings are conducted via Zoom and some via WhatsApp call. In meetings, the researchers share the information collected by group members about STPM exam and how to conduct the survey and interview. The researchers did their analysis by Google form, which contains three parts: demographic, Part A and Part B. Part A is only for the students and Part B is only for the teachers. 4 questions were asked in demographics part, while 10 questions were asked in Part A and Part B respectively. Demographic part. Figure 1. Age of respondents. Based on the graph shows, the age of respondents who aged 19 years are the highest with 7 respondents, while 21 years old are the second highest number of respondents, which is 4 people. Respondents who aged 35 and above was only 1%, which is 3.33% respectively. Figure 2. Year of STPM only students. Based on the graph shows year of STPM for the students in which year 2016 until 2017 in the highest position. From year 2022 until 2023 only shows 4 respondents with 13.33%. Figure 3. School of Teaching or Studying. The pie charts show there were 9 respondents, which was the highest from SMK Tinggi Klang, while there were 4 schools with only 1 respondent, which 5%. Part A. Figure 4. The reasons why students choose Malaysian Higher School Certificate. The pie chart shows there were 30% of respondents who choose STPM because it is easy to enter public university with eligible requirement only. The balance 70% of respondents choose STPM because it only requires cheap fees, short period of study, and it is prepare students to enter public university. Question 2. In your opinion, what are the challenges that students face currently towards the modular system? The difficulty to understand the syllabus, coursework, and quite difficult to cope up with all the chapters. Figure 5. Evolution of STPM in our present education values. The graph above shows the majority 11 students choose extremely reflect, which is 55%, while only 2 respondents choose extremely disreflect, which is 10%. Figure 6. Current educational changes in Malaysian higher school certificate. The pie chart above shows they were all 20 respondents have said yes about they agree with the current educational changes in Malaysia higher school certificate. Figure 7. The evolution in Malaysian higher school certificate. Based on the pie chart, 40% of respondents understand the educational standards of Malaysian higher school certificate. Moreover, 35% of respondents agree that STPM has improved living standards, while balance 25% of respondents said it builds leadership skills. Figure 8. Syllabus of Malaysian Higher School Certificate in Current Educational Value. The pie chart above shows that 85% of the respondents said the current era syllabus was more relevant for Malaysian higher school certificate, while the balance 15% of respondents support the past era. Question number 7. What is the direction of Malaysian higher education certificate graduates which is reflected in the value of education? Number 1. The quality and the preparation from STPM students to move forward towards the university education and surrounding. Number 2. Understanding the need of subject and critical thinking skills. Number 3. The career opportunities. Number 4. Towards future leadership. Figure 9. The scale of opinions. The Malaysian Higher School Certificate examination is becoming more difficult. The pie chart above shows that 55% of majority respondents were neutral about the state. The Malaysian Higher School Certificate examination is becoming more difficult, while the minority 5% of respondents strongly agree to the statement. Question number 9. In your opinion, what changes have taken place in Malaysian school certificate reflected Malaysian current educational value? Number 1. Modular system. Number 2. The educational value might be a little bit different on learning process at the moment, especially in aspect of social skills and communication. Number 3. STPM reflected to education system, which STPM studying more of social science, and here we got more knowledge of what is going on in daily life. Question number 10. In your opinion, has the Malaysian Higher School Education Certificate reflected the value of education and has applied to every student the main philosophy of education in Malaysia?
Part B. Figure 14 shows the teaching experience by teachers in Malaysian Higher School Certificate. Based on the graph show, from 16 and above years show the highest number of respondents, which were 5 or 50%. From 1 to 5 years and 11 to 15 years shows 2 respondents. Moreover, from 6 to 10 years as only 1 respondent. Figure 15 shows the changes to the examination system. The pie chart show there were 8 of respondents, which are 80% said yes, and balance 20% of respondents said no for any changes to the examination system. Figure 16 shows the changes taken place in the examination system. Based on the graph, there were 6 majority respondents show modular system has taken place in the examination, but there only 2 respondents stated scoring method. Figure 17 shows the development in the results of the student using the system. The point 2 show only 1 respondent stated not very much. There were only 2 respondents stated literally in point 3, and on point 4 there were majority respondents, which were 6 respondents show little much. Only 1 respondent stated very much on point 5. Figure 18 show the STPM examination system now make it easier for students to continue their studies at the university. From the graph, 60% of respondents stated yes, and 30% of respondents, which were 3, shows maybe. Moreover, only 1 respondent stated no to the STPM examination system now make it easier for students to continue their studies at the university. Figure 19 shows how frequent the Ministry of Education is conducting the training section for the STPM teachers in a year. In point 1 show, 2 respondents stated very few times for the training section, and on point 2 shows only 1 respondent stated few times. From point 3 to 4 respectively, 2 respondents stated frequent, and finally point 5 show the IS3 respondent very often. Figure 20 show the modular system more effective than a terminal system. From the graph, there were 7 respondents stated yes and only 3 respondents which were 30% stated maybe to a modular system more effective than a terminal system. Figure 21 shows if yes, explain why. Based on the graph show, only 1 respondent stated model system more effective. There were 7 respondents shows explain model system easier to understand and 3 respondents which were 30 respondents stated model system more widespread. Figure 22 shows how do you prepare yourself to make it easier for students to understand the learning you conveying. Based on the graph, there were 4 respondents stated provide a lot of drills and teach politely, where 6 respondents which were 60% to prepare themselves to make it easier for students to understand the learning of convey. Figure 23 shows the conclusion about the value of Malaysian higher school certificate education. There are 60% of respondents show comprehensive learning and the 20% respectively to difficult and equivalent learning.
In conclusion, the Malaysian Higher School Certificate Assessment System had a positive impact on the national education system and benefits students. This examination is to develop students into individuals who can develop the country in the future that is balanced and harmonious in terms of intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and physical